y'all? We are back with another After Hours here at the Underground Lounge. They gave me the head honcho chair tonight, so clearly,
tonight, you know what I'm saying?
I'm driving, I'm whipping that shit. Yeah. Cool, bet. I like that. I'm Holly.
We want you to take ownership of how the vibe feels for the After Hours.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I like that. So I'm with my favorite unks here. We got
Damn.
y'all unks for real.
Give your ass one chance to host, and we get this the first 30
we
seconds.
We at the old folks home here at the Underground Lounge. We got Spank to my left, Lemon Pepper Lou Will to the right in front of me, and we chilling. I've never really started
what you just
a
wanted
show.
to talk about?
I wanted to.
How's you doing? How's your day?
I mean, how y'all doing?
How shit not easy as it look.
Also, I just want to give a little quick shout out to my brand. Both of the fellas tonight are wearing Casanova collection. Make sure you check that out.
Yeah.
My cozy loungewear for men.
Instagram, do the whole joint. Go ahead.
You know, Casanova collection. Casanova on Instagram. CASSANOVA. I don't think a lot of people know what I do. They probably just thought, why y'all got this?
What do you do, Holly?
So I'm a personal stylist, and I have my own. Yeah, I work with a lot of NFL and NBA.
Instagram model.
No. Instagram is for fun, but I do make money off my Instagram. But I'm a personal stylist first, and then I have a clothing brand called Casanova Collection, which is a men's collection. I have a storefront in North Hollywood.
Yeah.
So if you're ever in the area, come pop by, but please tell me that you're gonna come by, because I've had some weird incidents where, I mean, it's Googleable, so.
What happened? No, I don't go Google. What happened?
I've had niggas pop on me. I keep my door locked now because I've had
niggas that you are
never met before and Googled.
You don't have security at your building?
No.
Okay.
It's a storefront. It's like I'm in
between.
between.
Yeah, fool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got security and a gun and an
building.
AK just in case niggas feeling froggy.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah, so I've had incidents where people have popped up at my store and it was kind of like giving fan behavior.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have had those run-ins.
It's cool. I do have security. You've been it's all right.
So I'm gonna get some security. Yeah.
You've been enjoying the process of like creating your own thing, and
yes, I mean, it has its ups and its downs, but I really do enjoy men's fashion. It's my MO.
Why did you do men's instead of women's?
Because women's fashion is a lot of boutique style clothing. And eventually I want to elevate my brand into being like in Neiman's and in Saks and, you know, these upper class stores, so to speak. And I think with women's fashion, it's very easy to copy and paste. And you have big brands like Fashion Nova and Pretty Little Thing that will take from a smaller brand and, you know, put it out and rush it out. I mean, I'm talking about you could post a picture and they'll post it the same motherfucking day. Yeah. Like, that's how quickly they work.
How you feel about your vibes, man?
No, I like it.
Is it cozy?
Yeah, it's cozy. It's real comfortable. I'm going to wear it tomorrow on the plane when I leave.
Oh, yay. Yeah, wear it in front of all your rich friends, please. I'm not even playing. The rich ones and the rich ones only. Don't worry about it.
They're going to talk shit about it.
It's not cost affordable to the regular man.
It is. But I would love to obviously, you know, I want to eventually elevate my brand. Like I said, I want to be in Saks and I want to be in Neiman's.
You make deliveries?
Do I make deliveries? Yeah. Like hand deliveries?
We didn't film last week because she was making deliveries.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot
I was working with a client, though. That's when I do step out of town, I usually am doing personal styling. Delivering not just my brand, but other brands that I work with.
You got to get your remote game on.
What you mean?
How I was in Atlanta, but I was remote. You got to get your shit set up.
I mean, I'll bring my laptop with me.
The show goes, Holly, and we need you on the show.
For sure.
But if we don't have you on the show, we got to keep going now.
No, I feel that. And wouldn't that be nice? Like me in the background and the Tootsies in the background, the strippers.
We would love that.
That would have been cool,
view.
right?
Yeah.
That would have been nice. I had the bitches
view.
at Tootsies doing sit-ups, push-ups, dance routines. Like, I know they're obviously there to dance, but what?
Keep talking. Don't worry about it. Spank.
He about to have a moment.
Yeah.
This dog love me, man. I don't know what's going on, man.
I heard a lot of bitches love you.
I talk shit about the dog.
I heard that.
I talk a lot of shit about the dog, and the dog
Birds
is
of a feather flock together, old Spank. That's why the dog like you, brother.
Why do you not like dogs? What's that? Is it like a kid thing where you chased by a pit bull when you were younger
I was
in Philly?
definitely chased by dogs in the neighborhood back in the day.
In Philly?
Yeah,
they grabbed you
sure.
by your little ashy ankles or something?
No, I jumped on top of cars. It was good. I just don't like animals. I don't.
I feel that. Most dog niggas don't like dogs. You know what I mean?
I follow some chick, you know what I'm saying, and she got a fucking rabbit.
I got a gecko.
A what?
A gecko.
That's worse.
Yeah,
An albino gecko.
This is nuts, man. Come on, man.
And I mean, I'm just.
That's the only pet you got?
Yeah, my dog passed away, and I used to have fish, but I like reptiles and
the
stuff
fish
like
died
that.
too.
My fish died too.
Did you have a funeral for him, like a burial?
Of course. I don't play about my animals.
They keep that gecko close.
Hey. First of all, the reason why I got a gecko is because they have a long life expectancy. Like,
I thought it was going somewhere else with that long part. My bad.
Freak.
What you did in the yams, though, man? I ain't been down there and experienced the humidity in quite a while.
Miami is such a vibe. I really, really, really like Miami, but I like it for short periods of time, like 2-3 days and out of there, because you can get sucked in Miami. There's something to do every night. And it's not like how LA there's something to do every night, but we have a 2 a.m. curfew, you know what I mean? After 2 a.m., the only other option is Habibi. And that shit ain't safe. It ain't. So Miami, it's just a different vibe. You have, and they got food in all of their clubs. I love that.
Yeah.
And I'm a eater, so I like.
Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on? What are you doing here? I
like to eat food.
I thought you was a personal stylist. How we get here?
I'm talking about, like, I like to eat when I'm out, and that just makes being in the club.
You had to say eater. You could have said foodie.
I'm a foodie? Okay, I'm a foodie.
Holly knows how to get the people going. we had so many comments on the last episode. Holly,
what did I say that they were
it wasn't about what you said.
That's what I was doing?
It was about what you had on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, like, sometimes
you play up to it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, we see you. What the guy said, Spank? I saw
it. He said something about her chest finna fall out. Yeah, you're lucky. Subscribe, like, and subscribe, nigga. Come on now.
Dog
See it every week.
Dog said she got a partial areola out.
And it's always the left one too.
Specific.
He was tuned in. He probably watched the whole episode waiting to see something. He was a freak.
We got another compliment for you too. A young lady said that she only watches us when you're on.
Oh my God. Shout out to that queen. Thank you.
It was on Twitter.
She did. I did see that.
That makes me happy. Yeah. I honestly really do love doing this. I don't know if you guys know, but I did radio for like 3 years when I was in San Francisco. I was on iHeartRadio, but I got kicked off the air for saying some inappropriate things that I apologize for.
You remember what you said?
San Francisco is really gay. So I was talking about a specific area in San Francisco, and I had like a 2-hour block on iHeartRadio that was like later in the night. So I just didn't think they were paying attention.
Right.
And
Is that what you were. The people that make a living on the radio.
Yeah, they're like, get that little bitch off of this shit.
Like, she cool. That's what you thought.
I thought
when your program director is not in the building, he's probably somewhere listening.
Right? Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I found that out. What the thing was is they gave me a warning, and then I slipped up and said something inappropriate again.
You got fired on your day off?
I got fired when I walked in.
Oh,
they were like, yeah, we're just taking you off.
They let you dry down there to fire you in person.
Yeah, they were like, we're taking you off the 2-hour block. We love what you do, but you just, for some reason, can't stop talking about the gays.
How long ago was this?
This was a while ago. This was back in like 2014, 2015.
Why you never try to get back into it?
Because there's no money in radio, to be quite honest. Like, unless you are somebody.
Yeah, once you get established.
You have to be established. And honestly, like, I interned for 1.5 years, and there was no money in the internship, and it was...
It's an internship.
Yeah, definitely no money in the internship.
But my thing is, they required a lot of time. I mean, it was 6 a.m. wake-up call, and I would be there until 3 p.m.
Radio in Philly, all audition.
You know what I mean? So
I was on radio in Philly. We all got radio background.
Yeah, see, we all got background.
Well, shit. Yeah, then y'all know what it's like.
I was on radio in my college.
There wasn't money and longevity in it.
I did not quit. Nigga, I got fired too.
What'd you get fired for?
I
want to know what you got fired for.
I ain't gonna lie. My program director was he was like that.
Strict.
No, the other one.
Oh, he was like,
he was that.
Like that.
And he fired me and put his significant in my spot.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is called, there's a word for that.
Well, in 2007.
They didn't have that word yet.
What station?
I ain't doing that. It's Googleable. It's Googleable.
Shit.
No, I was on 100.3 to beat in Philly.
100.3, all right.
Yeah. I mean, the radio world is obviously, podcasting was like radio, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But now it's developed into something more. And the reason why I liked radio is because it was solely focused on my personality. Nobody was engaging with what I was doing based off what I looked like. They didn't know what I looked like until they looked me up. You know what I mean? So my popularity was based off my personality, and that's what I really liked from it. Now, obviously, the radio world has changed a lot, and I don't even listen to the radio, honestly.
I listen to radio every day.
In the morning?
In the car.
That makes sense. You around that age
in the
group
morning,
that listens
on my way to work, I listen to the radio. I like to know what they talking about, what's going on, current events.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't listen to it for the music part of it because it's the same 8 to 10.
It's the same thing, yeah.
It's the same 8 to 10 songs, but I listen to hear
the
personalities, what they talking about, and what's going on out there that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, I also like once I made that transition of leaving being kicked out of the radio world, essentially, I realized after my internship, I'm like, okay, there's so many other fields that I can work in and like showcase my personality. And then that's when I kind of started doing, I don't know if you guys remember Vine. Do you remember Vine?
6 second Vine?
That's where I got my claim to fame, to be quite honest. I was making a lot of funny Vines.
Let me look this up, man. I think she's lying to us.
You still got your Vine app?
No, I don't sold it. They sold it. I don't even know if you can download Vines, but yeah, I used to
Google
make.
it though, can't you?
Yeah, you can probably Google it. I used to make Vines, and then when Instagram came, and then I used to make Instagram like 15-second videos, and that's where like my uprising of Instagram came. And now I don't do funny shit on Instagram at all. I'm just hot and sexy on there. So.
What was your name on there?
Holly Josa.
Oh, Holly Jo. Oh, this is Holly H right here. Never mind.
I don't know who that is.
As soon as I Googled it, she came up. All right.
She made a bigger splash.
yeah. You know, everybody has their
days.
So
you went out in Miami and it was a vibe?
Yes. I just like the club atmosphere in Miami because you know what I think LA is missing? We don't have a dance floor.
Yeah.
We don't have a dance floor in any club.
A lot of places don't have dance floors no more.
That's dumb.
I think that's why the clubs is
dumb.
I think the clubs is pretty much dead.
I was on the dance floor doing the Macarena, having the time of my life. People might have been judging me. I didn't give a fuck, but I was, enjoying myself and vibing. It's not just a club atmosphere where here everyone's in the section looking at each other, trying to see who's spending the most money, who's popping the most bottles. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's.
I think nightlife is going through an adjustment, like every industry. Like. You have runs, right? So we just went through the bottle run, we went through the section run, and then the hookahs came and all of that. Now I think people are so bored in it that love going out. They asking for dance floors again. They asking people to put their phones up again. The sections is not even prominent. People like, I ain't buying no section. I'm just gonna vibe out. I think it's missing that connection. But the more and more people have that conversation, I think you might see.
Yeah, that too though. I realized.
Y'all niggas will be dancing in the club?
I like to grind in the club. If I'm with the nigga and we in the club, we finna get our grind on.
But you ain't with the nigga.
But if I'm not with the nigga, I still will be on the dance floor with my homegirls having fun. But also what you said was people are recording. I think that's what shies people away from engaging and doing what they want because.
But 9 times out of 10, everybody be recording themselves.
Yeah, until they see somebody's nigga on the dance floor dancing with somebody they're not supposed to be dancing with, or a celebrity, then that's when they record and do all that kind of shit. So I feel like that's kind of changed the culture of the club atmosphere. And
is that still a thing? Because I remember motherfuckers getting beat the fuck up for recording people that you wasn't supposed to be recording, and I thought they nipped that in the bud.
Wasn't we somewhere in Miami and somebody came on the dance floor, everybody started recording, and they're like, yo, put your phones down. It's not that the R&B doo-wop. Wasn't that night? Oh, I'm tripping. You don't remember?
Don't put Lou in that shit. He talking about like,
Looking at me like this, man.
I don't remember.
Spank, you love the club. So like, how has it changed for you being?
Who was that?
It's still the same to me.
Somebody,
yeah.
Somebody came on the dance floor. Everybody putting their phones out.
It was Jamie Foxx.
Oh yeah, see, there we go. That's what it was.
It was Jamie Foxx. Jamie was trying to get the party started, and he was in the DJ booth, and then he went around to the dance floor, and then everybody just pulled their phones out.
Put your phones
and then he
away.
was like, stop.
He was
like, the DJ said it. Put your phones away. We had to have a good time.
Like
party.
exactly. That's my point. Is I feel like if we weren't so fixated on showing people the fun that you're having, then you would actually be having a lot more fun than what you're trying to prove to everybody else that you're having. You know what I mean? Like.
I don't record shit. I done had some legendary nights, man.
I don't record nothing either.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna act like I don't, but
one,
usually
I don't like recording nothing.
Yeah.
2, I'm awful at it.
Yeah.
I'm just not good
You're not
at
like, I'm
not good at it. Like I'm a fucking maximize the screen.
Nigga zoomed in, don't even get my angle right. I'll be like, turn the phone.
Can you imagine me recording and somebody recording me and I'm like, like, look at this nigga, man.
Get him out of here.
Hey, I do have a club question for you though.
Sure.
I'm curious to know this. You and your girls, y'all having a girls' night out. right?
Hell yeah.
And y'all chilling and y'all looking good. Y'all looking the part. Y'all
Looking
having
fine.
it on.
Thick shit.
Okay, yeah. But it's a girls' night, and there's some guys across the club, and they and some of your girls is in relationships. Maybe you in a relationship,
Right. Nigga at home.
Okay, show business. And a guy sends a bottle to y'all section. Do you keep?
Yes.
Do you keep that bottle? One, and two, do y'all tell y'all man about that bottle, or it's club shit?
First of all, I'm very open with my relationship.
Then don't lie to me.
No,
then
hold on.
if
I'm
you
very with
open,
my
then don't sit here and lie to me.
significant other.
I'm just curious.
If a man sends a bottle, I feel like I would definitely tell whomever is at home that. But more than likely, are we supposed to be in the club buying our own bottles? Because I've never been in that scenario ever in my life.
No, that's what I'm saying. All y'all got men, and y'all are well hydrated. And somebody else send an extra
and
one.
Someone sends another bottle.
And
I would tell my significant other that a nigga sent the bottle, and I'd be like, some ugly nigga from around the way sent a bottle, babe. It's so crazy. We're having a good time. I wouldn't lie about that. But I have been in scenarios where the girls will say, "Oh, we're gonna just say that we all pitched on a bottle," and I don't like to. I don't like to include myself in those type of lies. 'Cause I'm not buying no bottle in the club.
I respect
I'm telling you right now,
I'm
not doing it.
I'm actually, if I'm at home and y'all having a girls' night, a nigga send a bottle, by all means, tell
You're
nigga send
cheering it
another
up. Tell
bottle.
the nigga send another one.
Tell him send another bottle.
Yeah, I wouldn't try to hide that in any shape or form. But I see why women do like to.
Cause y'all lie.
No, hold on.
Women
Time
do
out.
be lying.
Because niggas'
That's
egos
where the problem.
get.
No, it ain't no ego.
Egos get
Don't make it
fucked
out.
up from
Don't make it
that.
about our egos when you just told us y'all already got a game plan. Y'all already got. Listen, they already got a script for this shit. She just said, "Hey, look, we all chipped in on this bottle."
I didn't though. I say I've been in scenarios where women be like, "Oh, we'll just say we all
it'd be more
chipped in on this
gangster to be
bottle."
like, some niggas send a bottle over here. Bet, tell them send a Magnum next time.
Man, you ain't gonna believe this.
Yeah. I'd rather you do that than y'all tell me y'all split a bottle.
Right. I mean, that's true. But I feel like the reason why women tend to lie about those things is because, not all, but in some scenarios, men's egos don't like the idea of another man doing something for his woman. Whether that's buying a bottle, buying a section, walking by the section, nigga, waving at your bitch is a problem in
I
certain
wouldn't
scenarios.
want my lady going to another nigga section though.
Okay, granted, what if it's her homegirl birthday?
You see what I'm saying?
And then
they be
it's her
cooking.
homegirl's birthday, and her nigga is the one with the section. That's a problem?
That's
Do
different.
I know the homegirl?
You know the homegirl. She's close. She's the one
No,
that
that's
brought her
different.
outfits.
I think that's different.
That's
I
different.
think that's different.
Okay.
If
But
it's
you were
your-
just talking about, like,
if
if
it's
your
your
lady-
homegirl birthday and
Yeah.
her man is with her and he's sponsoring y'all night.
I have another
by all
question.
means,
Ooh,
Here go to beef though. Here go to beef. Listen, bro. If I'm respecting you, respect me. So tell your homies, keep it
Right,
cool.
keep them dogs.
Everybody keep it civil. Like, we just came to have a good time. She is not on the market, my brother. And now if that don't get checked, then that's
when you step in.
that's where the ego come in. But
Got it.
it's also a conversation of who you dealing with too.
Right.
Like, and mood. Shit, I'm talking this shit now. If I'm in a bad mood, I ain't trying to hit none of that shit.
Nigga said, actually, you can't go to the club.
On my mama.
I have another question.
If I'm in a mood, like, what you mean you sent the bottle? Like, what is you talking about?
What the bottle look like? What kind of bottle did you send?
That's just keeping it real. That's just keeping it 100.
It's just a Grey Goose, babe. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for you because that just brought up another scenario. If you were dating a woman, Spank, and she wanted to go out the country with one of her friends, and
Dating or we in a relationship?
dating.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well maybe this
She
will
trying
change
to
it.
rig the deck, dog.
If you're in a relationship and it's her homegirl's birthday, but her man is sponsoring the whole entire trip. And it's not saying that there's gonna be other men around or anything like that, but it's maybe him and maybe one of his partners and like 5 or 6 of her homegirls for the birthday. Would you be okay with that?
No.
Why?
Because I've had trips like that.
Oh, what does that mean? What does that mean, Spank? What does that mean?
Nah.
Is that tricking?
Is that tricking?
I think tricking is if you're trying to trick somebody out their draws. That's what I consider tricking.
Right. Nah, I don't think that's tricking. If if it's your lady friend,
I said order Uber. They called me a trick for a month.
They did. They sure did. And they was.
They did.
I don't want to
Can't
talk
call
about
a
that.
chick
Girl.
I'm
Uber,
done with
damn.
this conversation.
And an Uber X on top of that, like not even a black truck.
What was your scenario? I missed the scenario.
let's finish it.
Would you allow if I had a birthday trip coming up and my nigga was paying for it? Would you allow your significant other come on the trip with me?
Yeah.
I'm saying no.
You're saying no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what? You don't trust me, or you don't trust the nigga
I don't
that's
trust them
going?
niggas. I trust you. I don't trust them
I
niggas.
But
live
does
by
that
the,
mean you
I
don't
live
trust
by
your
the wish
woman?
creed.
You live by the Witch Creek?
I wish a nigga would play with the line.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Go
I feel
ahead. Play with the line. Flirt with it.
if
Play with the gun line.
you trust your woman enough,
Yeah.
then there's going to be scenarios where there are, other attractive men or other rich men that are going to be at her leisure. Why would you not?
Because they at her leisure. You hear the words you using? Don't be at my girl leisure, nigga.
And I can't protect
Find you some
you
other
across the
leisure
country.
shit to do,
I'm here to
nigga.
protect you.
Oh,
I
now
can't protect
niggas
you
are
from across the
protected.
country.
Okay. Nigga
Nah, but
think
if
he
he-
Liam
but
Neeson or something.
If
What the
if y'all
fuck?
going if y'all going on if you going on a girl's trip, but he paying for the trip, but he on the trip and the homies is on the trip.
Well, I wouldn't say multiple homies. Maybe just like him and one of his homeboys, and it's like me, her, and like 4 other of my girls.
Yeah,
Would that
once
be a problem?
Once upon a time, I was probably the nigga paying for the trips.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even want you to come on a trip with us like that.
Right.
Because I don't even
If your
want
nigga
that.
doesn't trust the scenarios.
Yeah, I
basically what
don't
you're
even want that problem.
saying. I see.
But on the flip side of it, if it's like him and his homie and he paying for the trip, I probably wouldn't be with it. But again, I live by the wish creed. Like if that's something
What's
that
that mean? Like if there's something she
wish
really
a nigga
wants to do.
would.
I wish.
I wish a nigga
I wish.
would. Now, if he paid for it and it's all women,
And just him.
enjoy yourself.
What if
And
it's
just
all
him,
women and just him?
Enjoy yourself.
Okay.
But if it's him and his friends, and nah.
Nah,
Okay.
ain't no
I
5
can
on
respect
5s.
that.
Yeah, nah.
I feel
Ain't
like
no,
I feel like in those
ain't no
scenarios,
1v1s. Ain't no
I
matching
feel like in
up.
those scenarios, sometimes it's a little like overbearing for men to be surrounded by 6 or 7 women and then him just by himself. That's usually why they'll bring like a
Bring
friend.
another friend,
or
yeah.
You know, the
something like that.
reality of it is, you keep saying rich. The get money niggas not traveling by themselves
Facts.
on a trip
That's
like
true.
that.
Yeah.
So, nah, not happening.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I was just curious to see.
You say you been on trips like that. What happened?
What?
Like, what you mean?
I've been on a trip with like me, couple homies, and a bunch of girls. I've been on
Yeah.
a couple trips like that.
And
Miami.
they be stressed out the whole trip because homie on the line. He on the line,
They be in the other
stressed
room
out the
talking to him and all
whole
that.
But shut
time.
up, Spank. Laughing too loud. No, babe. I don't know who that was. A TV. They got Tom and Jerry on.
That's a man's biggest pet peeve. Do not answer that phone laughing. I don't
No.
think women like that either.
No, hell
women-
no.
Women don't like that either. When a man
Hell
answer that
no.
phone laughing,
Cause
that
what's
shit
so
can
funny?
start World War III, boy.
Matter of fact,
Nigga, you-
FaceTime me. I want to laugh too.
Nigga,
Like,
you can't be in the house and be laughing on the
No,
phone while she doing. What
no,
the fuck y'all
no.
laughing about?
There's just certain things. I feel like women have the tendency. Well, okay, let me not say women. Myself, I have the tendency of having fear of missing out. So if I hear my significant other laughing and having a good time and I'm nowhere near, I want in on it.
You talking about a man's ego.
Well, I know I have ego problems.
That's
I'm not
crazy.
afraid to admit that.
Yeah. Oh, I respect that then.
Yeah, I'm not afraid
I respect
to
that
admit that at all.
because if I call you and you having a good time, I'm rushing you off the phone. That's
You're like,
how-
bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, enjoy yourself.
I'm like, go ahead, go.
Yeah, enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Certain people are like that. I don't think all. I've been in scenarios where I've had a significant other that's like
Come on,
curious
shorty.
on what I'm doing, but not curious what I'm doing.
This is my son, y'all. So we don't have random kid. No, not all the way here. What you want?
All right, make it out of here, man.
So freaking cute. Would you have another kid, Spank?
Oh Lord, crazy segue.
You know what's crazy?
You
Huh?
date younger women, so
Right.
there's a likelihood of a woman wanting to carry your
Yeah.
seed
Yeah,
and
if I was to get
carry
into a
the
rela-
Horton name.
If I was to get in a relationship with a young lady, I mean, not
How
a young
young?
lady, hold on. wait a
Yeah,
minute.
we gotta be careful with that young shit, nigga.
This nigga gonna be
she's-
65 at a high school
Hey,
graduation.
that's my daddy, so
It depends on her. If I get into a relationship,
she's
and
a
she wants
wonderful woman. Hits every
To, yeah, if she
check
want one,
mark.
I'll give her one.
And you'll give her one.
Yeah.
Little pop.
Yeah.
Little uncle baby.
I actually wanted one like 4 years ago. I wanted another one.
Really? Why? Do you know what kids do?
I don't know. I just want another one.
Huh.
I'm on the road a lot, so
Yeah. What? How was you gonna be able to do that, nigga? You're on the road
I'm on
a
the road
lot.
a lot. I'm working every weekend, so I'll see the kid when I get home. You know what I mean? What up, little one?
Dad.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I did want one, but now, nah.
Yeah.
I actually was trying. I just couldn't have one, I don't think.
Trying to be a weekend dad, be gone
my
all
God.
week, come home trying to put rules in and shit.
I said no eating on the couch. Nigga been eating on the couch
Dad,
all
I've been
week.
eating on the couch all week. Mama said,
She don't
I can
give a
eat
fuck.
right here. This my chill spot.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of kids is beautiful, and I think bringing a child into this world is a lovely, lovely thing, but I don't want children.
You don't want children. I remember you said that. I remember you said that.
No.
I respect it.
Yeah,
That's knowing yourself.
Yeah, and that really is. I feel like I'm a
How old are
selfish
you?
person.
If you don't mind me
I'm
asking?
30.
30.
Yeah, and
Right there.
I've had that idea in my head since I was 20.
You just
I'm standing on it.
yeah.
So when you're on a date
I'll
with a
see that
guy,
lady.
so when you're on a date with a guy and he said, like, yo,
Yeah, I want to have kids. Okay,
you
that's
tell
great
him
that
you
you want to
good.
have kids. You could do that. Not
So
me.
even if he check off everything,
Yeah, no.
billionaire.
The idea of a child is just it's like almost like a figment of my imagination. I could not see myself doing anything that a mother. My sister is a mom of 5, and the way I see how selfless she is with her children and like how they are just everything. That's her whole entire world. I could not see myself doing that. Granted, I'm not saying that if God wakes me up one day and decides to be like, you're gonna have children and you're gonna marry a man, then it could happen. But as of right now, I have no desire whatsoever. Just not my thing.
I respect it.
Damn.
I don't know.
Do you fall in love quick?
Yeah, kinda. I'm not gonna act like I don't. Like, I'm one of those people, like, if we hit it off and, like, the conversation, obviously I'm a talker. So if you can understand
Really?
you had no idea, right? Like,
I didn't
but
tell.
I
I couldn't tell it.
a quirky personality, and I can be weird to certain people. And if you can get bypass all of my extravagant ways of thinking and living,
I like that extravagant ways of thinking.
then usually I do find myself like thinking like, damn, this is my nigga. But I'm also a little delusional too. So
I think all women are delusional.
Yeah, for sure.
You meet the love of your life.
Shouts out to all the ladies in the house.
And
about
you
to
like,
think that.
and this is the
there's a lot of delulu ladies out there. I love y'all.
you missed the.
They like to say naive though. They like to
know where
say
that came
naive though. Not just the Lulu, naive.
Oh, that was Am back there. You meet the love of your life, and this is the one. This is what's the term they be using now? This is my person.
My Shayla.
You meet
Your what?
your.
You never seen that video where Tyrese is crying on Instagram? He's like, my Shayla.
We stop.
But anyway, keep going.
You meet the love of your life, and he want a kid. Is that a deal breaker for you?
Ooh, probably. I mean, if like I said, if I feel it deep in my soul, in my heart, to give this man, bear him a child, then maybe. But as of right now, I have not run into that scenario at all, and I have been in love.
So the door is still
deep in
open.
love. The door is like cracked. It's like this. It's like as if you were put your foot in the door and try to hold it open for
that's a
somebody.
lot.
Well,
That's a lot.
You ever try to close the door and the motherfucker got their whole foot through that door?
yeah, and smash that big toe.
That's a fight. That's not an easy close. I don't know if you've been in that scenario before.
No, I haven't.
That's not an
actually.
easy close, man.
But
No, I know.
I'm not like I said, as of right now, to this day, and from the past 10 years since I've been able to, the idea of a child coming to my, I've not had a desire. But if I wake up one day and meet a man that, checks off all those boxes and puts a ring on my finger first, that's most importantly, because I'll be damned if I give a kid the nigga's last name before I get his last name. That's just my way of thinking. Like,
Okay. All right, like
that's just
that.
how I choose. And no offense to anybody that hasn't done that way, but that's just the way that I was raised.
Respect.
So,
All mine got my last name. I got
you know
no
what I'm
ring.
saying?
Yeah,
So
all mine too.
I
You said you ain't
respect.
got no ring.
some people don't care.
Some people don't want kids.
Some people don't
want
care, and
rings.
like certain
Preferences
things just
for everybody.
exactly.
My
So,
first tried to get her last name on the child.
yeah,
said,
I remember we talked about that.
Hey, well, let your dad take
And
care
then
of
her
him,
daddy was like, "Well,
Shit, I ain't taking care of that little nigga. Ain't gonna have
Look,
my
he done
last
took
name.
Look,
care of
that's
the
your
little
deal
nigga too."
breaker. If you want to keep your daddy last name, tell grandpa get active. Tell grandpa get active.
Shout out to my youngin' though. You know?
Yeah. Are you a grandpa yet?
Nah.
Are you ready for those days?
I told him hold off till I'm 50 though. I did tell him that.
That's
but
just in a few years.
Nigga,
Yeah, I
you
know,
said
3.
you might have another kid. They're gonna be
right,
fucking
but-
classmates.
I
You
know,
wait
that's
too
what I'm
long.
saying. That's why I want to wait at least
Man,
3
can
years.
you imagine your son and your grandson in kindergarten
Kicking
together?
it. Hanging out. That would be cute.
That'd be cool as hell.
That'll be nuts.
I'll pick both of them up at the same time. Come on, y'all. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, it's my grandson, but it's my boy right here.
It's my son's son. It's my son's son right here.
I'm still out here in these streets. I'm letting you know. This is my boy right here.
That's funny.
I don't know, man.
about you?
Parenthood is different. Well, I got 3.
You done.
And
That's a good number right there.
yeah, I got 3, and how I feel about it is, I'm open to everything. I don't want to close doors. The only thing that I'm kind of like with you about is like the idea of the institution of marriage. We talked about this before.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Like the business part of marriage. I don't think I'll ever be involved in that. But like committed, being with somebody the rest of my life, cool. But like all of
Forever.
the marriage counseling and all that shit.
Right.
I don't know if I'm willing to go through that part of it. That's for me personally. Now, as far as kids go, the door's open.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's gonna be. I don't know, because all of my kids are at the point where they can tell me what the fuck is going on.
Right.
And
That's important too.
diapers, no sleep, and like I'm at where you are in your life at 30. I'm there as well at 38, but in a different chapter, because my kids are old enough where I can fly out to LA for a couple weeks
And kick it with them, and yeah.
Go ahead, Pop. We see you when you get back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you don't feel like you're missing out on too much of
I feel like
their lives.
I feel like I miss shit every day. Like real shit. I'm going through it right now. My daughter is going through a thing right now. I feel crazy not being there for her, but she's old enough. She's 14, so she old enough. Like
She'd be like, all right.
I'm good.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Where they're
the
able
dad
to
in me,
express
I've been
themselves.
wanting to go home 3 days ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
That's nice though.
But so again, if she fucking 6 months, that's a completely different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's a
for
completely
sure.
different environment that you gotta deal with, opposed to
You
having.
said the baby 6 months?
If I had like a 6-month child.
Oh man, they don't remember that shit, man. 6 months.
Yeah, but like
That's what I be thinking too. Like,
I'm
that
out.
little
They
baby
don't
ain't gonna
remember
remember
that
shit.
You weren't there when I was 6
See,
months.
but my
Go
sister be
shut
doing
up.
that kind of stuff. She'd be like, oh, I'm not throwing the kids a birthday party because they're 4. I'm like, give my niece a motherfucking birthday party.
That's another. We could talk about that.
I was just definitely gonna
do
segue
not,
to that.
I'm not down with the parents that do them extravagant ass parties
I don't
for
say
babies.
extravagant.
For babies that don't know what's going on.
I
You
don't
1
think-
years old with this big ass birthday. This party more for you
Right.
than it is for this
And
kid.
it could be
If you
for the
don't get this
parent.
nigga Neapolitan ice cream,
But birthdays-
some balloons, get his cousins over at the house, put a pallet down and let these little niggas
Birthdays
play.
are important though. Like that's one day of the year that I feel like at any age should be important and significant.
It should be celebrated.
Whether or not it's an
It shouldn't be
extravagant
no
party or
extravagant
anything like
blowout.
that.
It
I don't
shouldn't look
believe in
like
that.
the-
I don't think going the extra mile is
My son's
OD.
1-year-old birthday shouldn't be the Rock Nation brunch.
That's a fact.
It shouldn't be like.
But
that's
unless
more
he
for
living
the-
like Rock
that's,
Nation,
That's
though.
when it becomes more about the adults than it is for
About the child,
kids.
right.
Yeah, and no.
Well, I get on my sister's case about that because she's a mother of 4, about to be 5. I'm about to have another niece. I'm very excited. And she's not really like my nephew didn't even know it was his birthday. And I was like, does he know that today is the day that he was born? She's like, oh, now we're gonna celebrate it next month. And it pissed me off because I'm
Damn.
like, he's 5. She's like,
Right.
he's not gonna. At 5, you do remember certain things. You know what I
5,
mean?
you definitely
5, you remember.
Yeah.
What's
but
the earliest memory you remember?
my 3rd birthday. But also because I have a lot of pictures from my 3rd birthday too. So I feel like that kind of is a key component of my memory and whatnot.
My first, like my last memory, the last thing that I can think of is one. I was in a car accident when I was 3,
Oh,
Damn.
and that's where I got this scar from.
really? I thought
It's
that was
on
getting
one of
like
these sides.
headbutted or something.
No, I got thrown through a windshield when I was 3.
Oh my
God
God.
damn.
My sister said that I was on the side of the road saying, "Fun, let's do it again." Like I thought it was a joke. That was my earliest memory at 3.
Oh my
And at
God.
4, I had a toy gun, and I don't know what possessed me to do this.
Hey,
Maybe
what's going on, man?
no. Listen,
We got
at 4
kids, we got dogs. What's going on in the
At
lounge,
four-
bro? What's
it's-
going on in the lounge?
It's a lounge, you know. At 4
chilling.
years old, I had an orange toy gun, and I wrapped the whole gun
Black?
with duct tape.
Oh shit.
I don't know why I did that at 4 years
Badass
old.
kid.
And this is a time. This is like in an era. You know, this is 1990 where I could ride my bike through the neighborhood and ain't
Right.
nothing weird
Yeah,
about it at
you
4 or
good.
5. So I used to ride my bike through the neighborhood with this fucking toy gun on my hip. And my brother had a
Rapping tape
girlfriend
is
in the
crazy.
neighborhood, and I jumped off my bike and ran and bit her on her ass.
Sorry.
Scrap
I'm
too.
sorry.
And you was strapped.
Hold on. Strap that for.
I promise you.
Jump back on your
And
bike.
body
I
bitches on the
promise
booty.
you, those are
I'm so
my
sorry to that
earliest.
young
Those
queen
are my
out there.
earliest memories. So like 3-4 years old, I think that's when you start gathering memories. I don't know, but it's certain people. I done heard people say they remember being born.
Okay,
No, come
like
on.
I done
come
said it.
on
Heard somebody
now,
say
like
that
that is
before.
I have.
that is crazy.
Am
Coming
I
up the
tripping? Has
coochie,
anybody heard the same story I heard? No, I'm the only one. That's cool.
being born?
Somebody when they was born.
They're lying.
They might be.
They're definitely lying. I remember when I seen the coochie look
I don't remember
spread.
no age from 3, 4, 5. I remember,
What's your earliest memory
I
then?
don't remember kindergarten. I remember first grade a little
Kindergarten.
bit. Kindergarten.
You don't
Buffalo.
remember kindergarten?
I remember kindergarten.
I-
Kindergarten
Ooh,
was
I
the
had a-
best.
Did you guys have like boyfriends in like kindergarten and first grade and
Whoa,
stuff like
whoa,
that? I mean,
time out, what?
girlfriends,
Hold on, now, what's
girlfriends,
going- You
girlfriends.
just about put the whole team of the community on me, didn't you?
Did you have like significant others in elementary school?
Elementary school, I think like 4th or 5th grade was my first girlfriend.
Yeah, I was kissing.
Yeah, like 4th or 5th grade. We was doing the catch a girl, get a girl, and all that type of stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me. I never played that game,
Yeah.
but we definitely played house for sure.
House, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Did
House.
you have girlfriends in elementary school?
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah. Her name was Danielle.
Oh, Danielle, you out there?
Her name was
still
Danielle.
thinking about your
Yeah,
ass.
we went to the little kiddie prom, the whole nine. I had an
Aw.
all white suit, red bow tie on. She matched, and
What grade was this? A kiddie prom?
kindergarten. Hey sis, what shawty name was that I went to the kiddie prom with?
What? I didn't even see him pull out his phone. I'm crying.
Shit, I can't remember that girl now. I remember the prom, but I can't remember her name. Here, there go your uncle. She been asking for you. But I
What's up, baby? Oh, look, hold on. I got you on. Look, you live on the.
I don't know
You
what- I
live
don't
in the
know what's
lounge.
going on. I
Hey,
don't know
look.
what's
There is
going on.
no
What's her name? What's her
sense
name?
of
Danielle.
anything.
I just named that girl Danielle.
no, it wasn't Danielle. It most definitely wasn't Danielle.
It was a hood name. She had a hood name.
It was a Uniqua something. It had some twang.
Unique? What is that?
You know, that Memphis, Tennessee. All right, I'm gonna fuck with you. I thought it was Danielle. Shit.
I had a kindergarten boyfriend and I loved him so
Obviously,
bad.
I didn't remember as much as I thought I did.
I had a girlfriend in high school named Danielle. Danielle Brickhouse. Shouts out to her.
Brick
That's her
house. Was
whole
she
name.
built like a brick house too?
She wasn't built like a brick house. Though.
I remember all my girlfriends, like elementary, middle school, high school. I remember all of them.
Yeah.
Do I remember all of them? I remember Shanae. That was my. I remember Shanae.
No,
like
why
today.
you this nigga thinking back to the memories and
No,
smiling like a
I'm trying to
motherfucker?
think what
Like,
grade that was. I think
she
that
was
was
good
6th
to
or
you,
7th
Spank?
grade. She was good to me. 6th or 7th grade.
Hold on, easy. Well, she was good to me. It's crazy.
I mean,
Well,
did she like help
she
you out
was
with your
nice.
homework
She was
and like
nice.
shit
Yeah,
like
stuff
that?
like that. My
Nice
fault.
young lady.
Yeah, nice young lady.
right.
At that time in your life.
Damn, I ain't had that many
68?
girlfriends.
What's-
I ain't had that many girlfriends. What you say, like 68? Fuck you, man.
Yeah.
You were born
Who
in
else? Who else do I remember?
What age did your parents like allowed you to start openly dating?
Ooh. I was like 16, 17, but I didn't like boys in high school. I
Oh, you like
liked girls in high
Oh,
school.
shit,
so
okay. Now we
my liking of guys didn't come to like my senior year of high school.
High school?
I really like
Did your
yeah.
mom know about that phase in your life at that time?
Kinda. She had an idea. I think everybody in my neighborhood, or I wouldn't say my neighborhood, like everybody in my city went through like a gay phase or something like that. The niggas just weren't.
I heard a lot of women go through a gay phase.
Yeah,
though.
like in high school. I wanted to go to a particular high school. My mom's like, you're not going to that high school because there's hella
Was the girls high?
dykes there.
Like a girls' school? What was the
Yeah. Yeah, I liked girls that looked like myself. I wasn't really interested in dating girls that looked like niggas or nothing like that.
Oh, you ain't did out your race.
No,
At
I
an
was.
early
I
age.
wanted bitches that was wearing skirts and dresses just like me. I wasn't, and
okay.
you know.
Two,
but yeah.
That's 2 films, right? When it's
Yeah,
2, yeah.
femmes.
I'm learning. I'm learning, bro. You gotta learn, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Not your vibe.
I don't need to know that.
Would you allow your daughters to date at 14, 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
stepping in like how they did in Bad
You
Boys.
know what? I'm actually surprised with myself. I'm very surprised with myself. So my daughter is dating at 14.
No, I mean, yay.
Nice, very nice young man. The funny thing is, everybody knew about it but me for like 2 months. I think they thought that I was gonna trip. The thing that made me not trip is my daughter is such a good girl.
Right.
That the fact that she was dating a boy and she was happy, I was like, why would I fuck that up? Like,
right.
She's an honor student. She's an athlete. Great example to her little sister and her little brother. Mm-hmm. Good kid, quiet. I don't have the perfect kid. I think she's sneaky as hell. I know it's some shit going on.
I think all
but
kids
we
are
all
at
was
that
sneaky
age,
when we were kids. But she's
you
never
talk with him, with the boyfriend.
So I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
So she's never put me in a position to never not trust her. Mm-hmm. So the fact that this was going on, and the reason I found out because it was prom time. It was they had like a school dance, and it was time to tell me
about the boy.
He was in the picture. And what I liked about the young man when I first met him was he walked up to me, looked me in my eyes, firmly shook my hand, called me Mr. Williams, and said, "I'm Jada's friend." He didn't say he was her boyfriend. He said, "I'm Jada's friend," and I was like, "Nigga, you good." I was like, "You good, you got me." And he disarmed me, but I did have a conversation with him. I said, "Look, man, you seem like a good kid," and his mom and his dad was there. Mm-hmm. So I got to meet everybody before this was weeks before they went to the dance. And I said, "Look, man, sit down for a quick second." I said, "Look, that's my baby girl." I said, "And she never put me into a scenario where I don't trust her." I said, "So her liking you, I trust you." I said, "So y'all are blessed and y'all are privileged because y'all both got parents that trust both of y'all. Do not take that for granted."
Right. Or fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
So whatever y'all experience with each other, keep it cool. Keep it very, very cool. Keep it very kid-like. And y'all
very
keep it kid-like.
That's real though. That's real.
Because I live by the wish creed now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you all the leeway to carry yourself how you supposed to carry. Now, when you flirt with that line, we'll have a different interaction. But he's a very nice young man, and I got nothing negative to say about him. I'm excited about the fact that she is, a teenager, and she's responsible, and she's committed to enjoying her friendship with him. Mm-hmm. It ain't like she trying to figure out what's going on out there. Like, I like him, and he like her, and
y'all for it. I feel like men have different ways of like parenting when it comes to their daughters and their sons. Like,
I think mothers do too, though.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
But I think if you were having the same conversation with your son, would it be the same conversation, or would you have a little bit more?
He wouldn't have that conversation with the girl.
What?
If his son had a girlfriend?
Yeah, like I don't think that. Yeah, that's
what
I'm saying. Like I don't think those conversations are repeated once the scenario is switched. If you had your son, you're not sitting and having a conversation with his girlfriend and being like, "I think you're unless you are. I don't know. I mean, that situation hasn't played out yet for you guys.
I thought I had it scripted out for my daughter.
But you just didn't.
It didn't go the way that I thought it was gonna go.
Right.
So my son 5. I got time. He's still building character. You know what I'm saying? He's still developing.
On Fortnite. He's not worried about no girls.
He's still developing his personality. But yeah, man, you think you have a plan until your kids show you
something
who they
else.
are. Yeah, and also my daughter's an athlete, and so I was kind of happy that it was a boy.
Right.
Yo, come on, man.
No,
keep
real
it real.
Shit.
Keep it real. She's an athlete. She's a basketball player,
and they can
and.
Yeah.
It can go other ways.
Shout out to the WNBA.
Hey, shout out to the WNBA. I love
they got a lot of different influences in lifestyles and in our culture with sports and women.
It get
they
like that
tend
sometimes.
to date each other sometimes.
Right.
And so, it was a little while where some of her peers had kind of started showing signs of flirting with boys and things of that nature, and she wasn't. So I was like,
"Hey,
what's up?
What's going on?
What's up?" So by the time this got to my front door,
you was all for it.
I was more open to it because of how he presented himself and how she carried herself as well.
That's beautiful.
I give them the freedom to, at least understand what it means to try and date somebody at that
Got it.
age.
Do you think your daughters look at you like more of a friend than like a father figure?
1,000%.
Really? I have that same type
we
of
too
relationship.
much of friends. Like I be like,
You have to like reel them back into reality sometimes.
they never try me.
I've
never.
tried my dad.
My daughters, they don't try me, but it's funny. Like they don't try me in a disrespectful way. But my daughter be like, "Hey, father." So when they call me father, I know it's I'm like,
They're being funny.
Like, yeah, they be playing. Hey, father. I'm like, what y'all want? Those new Kobe's just came out. You know, like they try me with that type of stuff. But I don't have kids that's disrespectful to me. They don't really flirt with me in that way. But I mean, I feel like I'm blessed. I got two really good little girls that know how to carry themselves, and like I said, jury's still out on my son. He 5.
Yeah.
The only thing he care about is roadblocks.
Yeah.
So,
no, that's how I look at it. Like when I have these like I've been in scenarios where people listen to my father and I's conversation. They're like, I can't believe you're talking to your dad. And I'm like, me and my dad don't have your typical father-daughter like relationship. Daiquiri don't give a fuck. Think about Daiquiri shit. That's her shit.
Oh, that's her name, Daiquiri?
Look at her. She's so funny. But yeah, like I have that relationship with my dad now where I even think back to like the conversations that I had in high school with him. I'm like, I remember the first time he ever found out that I smoked weed, and he was like, I thought it was over for me. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, cause the time that he found out that I drank, he did one of the most diabolical things that a parent could ever do to their child. So meaning, hold on, let me take that back.
I was going to say, what do you do?
Well, I had posted a picture on MySpace, and there was alcohol in the background of the picture, and I was like 15 at the time. And so my dad woke me up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and brought me to his man cave, and he had like 7 shots of Crown Royal and was like, oh, you drink? Like, you drink. You post on your MySpace that you drink and you're partying with your friends. And I was like, no, like, it was a joke. Mind you, I wasn't even drinking. It was just literally a picture. Make me take all 7 of the shots, and I had to read the Bible for like 7 hours.
What age was this?
Like 15. And my mom was pissed. She was like, she's gonna get alcohol poisoning on an empty stomach. I was when I say I was fucked up, I was fucked up. Like,
That's dope,
and I
though.
never, ever wanted to drink.
Write
I
that down.
never wanted to drink ever again in my life after that.
Right.
Like,
The first time that I drank, my sister made me take a shot with her when I was like 15, 16.
Mm-hmm.
The funny thing is, I was in the house. I hadn't seen my mom for hours. Nigga, I mean hours. Maybe she took a nap, whatever. I take this shot, and you know, alcohol, your first experience, burning, you don't know what you're going through. It's a different sensation. I just hear her walking down the stairs.
you got scared.
No, nigga, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna clean this up. Like, I'm tripping. I'm in the kitchen going through it.
Yeah.
And my sister thought it was the
funniest thing in the world.
My sister thought it was the funniest thing in the world, but I got caught red-handed taking my first shot.
But see, like in those type of situations, I feel like I would rather learn it in that environment, like in your home. Like, I really had no business drinking at my homegirl's house.
That's
like,
important too.
You know what I mean? Like, and that was his main point of like disciplining me in that type of way. He was like, you see how alcohol makes you feel? You see how alcohol makes you think? Like, you don't want to do that. But then when he found out that I smoked weed, he was like, let me talk to you for a second.
Right.
What kind of weed
I
you
think
smoking?
it's value in that, though. I think it's value in your parents exposing you to goods and bads. That way, when you leave the house, it ain't somebody else that's showing it to you for the first time.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's part of the reason I had a relationship that I have with my kids. Like, they know everything about me. Ain't no secrets about me.
Right.
And they done got to the age where I'm Googleable.
Yeah.
And they've gotten comfortable enough to start asking me questions about some of the things that they see, and we had those conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that, like, a little boy can't introduce my daughter to weed.
Right. Because they know what it is already.
She know exactly what it is.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He can't introduce her to nothing that she hasn't seen or we've at least had a conversation about before.
Yeah, I think that's smart. I mean, growing up in a very suburban area like Sacramento, my parents moved us from the Bay Area to Sac thinking that it was gonna be just this astronomical difference. But when we moved to the suburbs, all them kids was doing drugs. And I mean, everybody was doing drugs. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was telling my mom, like, there's kids on the bus doing coke. That was my way of trying to get
You
her
went
to
to
pick me
public
up.
or private school?
I went to public school.
Yeah.
But I went to a very, very diverse school, and I mean, everybody was doing all
Private school scares the shit out of me.
Because you know what they're doing at them private school. Did you go to private school too? Or
I did
something
not.
like that? No?
No.
Oh. I thought
Nah,
you did.
We all public school kids out here. Come on. Now.
Yeah, private school scares the shit out of me, and I didn't go to private school because I went on a tour of a private school in high school.
you seen what was going on?
For basketball, and it was so nice to the point that it just shocked me. I just kept thinking about Will Smith having his jacket on inside out at Bel Air, and I was like, I'm gonna be Will Smith at this school, and I didn't want to feel
And
like
you didn't want to feel like excluded or
Yeah.
left out or something.
But
yeah.
I mean, all my kids are in private school. But what scares me about private school is like in public school, contrary to yours, like they might have a dime bag, they might have a little nickel on them or something.
Right.
Private school kids got coke on them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For
they
sure.
got a they got a
They just
whole
got
different-
money.
They got a whole different bag.
It
and
depends,
Yeah,
on
a whole
where,
different
it
bag.
depends on where the public school at too, though.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's what I was saying. Like
Yeah.
the public school that I went to, there was a lot of people that migrated into Sacramento because the housing market became really affordable, and a lot of these people had money. And I remember the first time I ever seen a kid do coke on the bus, and I was like flabbergasted.
In high school?
Yes.
Damn.
Yes. Like in high school, and I was shook. And I told my mom, and she was like, "Yeah, you're still getting on that bus tomorrow. Don't do it. You getting on that bus tomorrow, though." I thought that was my way out. Like, they're doing coke on the bus, Mom. You sure you want me to get on there? She's like,
I just saw
"Are
a
you gonna do
nigga. I
it?"
just saw a nigga doing it in Montreal in the bathroom. This nigga right in the mirror. I'm like, nigga, it can't be this free over here. God damn.
They don't care.
It was
They
wild.
don't care.
Shout out to Montreal though. I had a good time out there. I had a good time.
But you did.
I didn't
What's
do
your
nothing.
favorite country that you've been to?
My favorite country? You know, it's a clean, nice country. Fuck.
Do you have a favorite country, Lou?
I don't think I got a favorite though, but I like a lot of them. Like I like Australia's dope. Singapore's dope.
I heard Singapore is beautiful
It's beautiful.
and clean
clean
and
as-
strict too, right?
Yeah, you can't like
chew gum or nothing like
yeah,
that.
all that shit. You
I like-
can't litter
I
at
like
all. What else is nice? Brazil's nice.
I'm sure it is.
Brazil's nice.
Freak man.
No, it's not about
Freaky.
being freaky.
Every
no.
time you look off into the camera and do like this,
No,
I know
I'm
you're
watching
thinking
the
about some
game.
freaky
I'm actually
shit.
watching the game. My bad. It's a good
Okay.
game. Yeah. My point.
Do you have a favorite country?
My favorite country used to be Barcelona,
I like Barcelona
I love
too.
it. Barcelona.
and then I found Amsterdam.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
talked about
right.
Shawty
Amsterdam.
introduced me.
Amsterdam,
Shawty
right.
introduced me to Amsterdam. I went over there to Amsterdam.
We going out there in May.
Yeah, I'm going.
We're
too.
going too. I'm coming.
Yeah,
I'm
Oh
inviting
no, you
myself.
said you going like July or something, right?
it was the plan is to go like the end of July.
End of July.
Let Underground Lounge takes over Amsterdam. How fun would that be?
I got a show there.
Let's
in
bring
May.
the carpet.
That'll be a vibe.
Let me see what the date is. We should do an underground trip.
We should. And then just do, instead of like tweets from the streets, let's do peeps from the streets and just start asking random people
Peeps
questions.
from the streets.
And just start asking random people questions.
I actually did a skit with a Asian dude out in Singapore.
What do you mean a skit?
I did like a comedy,
comedy
skit. I don't
skit?
think I ever
You
saw
hired
it.
him?
No, he wanted to do it with me. He was like, "Yo, you mind we do some skits?" He said, "What I do is I'll teach you."
Was he funny?
He was funny. He had a lot of followers too. I don't know what I did with that shit. I ain't never see the video though. But I was going up speaking their language, but it was
You
like
were
curse
speaking
words. Yeah, he-
Chinese?
he-
Is
he
it
took-
Chinese?
I don't know if it was Chinese. It was some other shit.
Or Cantonese?
Well, it was one of them joints. Yeah. So he was giving me. He taught me how to say it, but it was all like curse words and stuff like that. And I would walk up to the people
And you were saying
that,
it, and they were looking at you
like,
crazy?
No, like walking off. But it was funny. It was a funny video. I gotta find that video.
You know, in China they say nigga.
Oh, a lot.
They
Because that
say
means like,
nigga,
huh?
but it means like
yeah.
So they
Oh,
so
really?
they'll be
Right.
talking, be like nigga.
That's funny.
I swear,
Yeah.
I went to
Wow, I
to
didn't know that.
Guangzhou
Yeah, it
in
means like in China.
in 2024, and I peeped that, and I was like, they say nigga a lot. What does nigga mean? They're like, oh, it's like a crutch word, like how we say like in our conversation. They say
Yeah,
It's just
we
their.
we was on a tour, and our fucking tour guide was talking,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just me and my family, 10 niggas, and he was talking, but he was speaking like broken English,
Yeah.
and then he'd be like, nigga, and so for a while we looking at each other,
like,
so the translator, he leaned over to me, he says, hey man, just so you know,
Yeah.
that means like here. I was like, yeah, I'm glad y'all clarified
Appreciate
that.
Right.
Because we was about to have a
China's
problem.
culture is different than America, though. They don't have
I've been
the.
drinking a lot of water. I look bad for
They don't have the. the respect the boundaries of personal space there. I realized like when I went, that caught me completely off guard. I was like, oh, these people, they'll be right here in your face with it. You know what I mean? There's no such thing as 6 feet or nothing like that.
Yeah, they not all the way. And they don't see a lot of black people over there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
and they look at y'all
come
like,
up, try to touch your hair, the whole shit. Ask you to take pictures and everything. Like,
and you be like, no, I'm not interested. And they don't even care if you tell them no.
Yeah, they not tripping at all.
Yeah, I like China though. China was cool. They're really advanced too. Like when I was out there, I was looking at a lot of their technologies, their phones, like, and there's no crime out there. You can't commit crime in China. There's cameras everywhere.
That's how Dubai was.
That has been another episode of the After Hours here at the Underground Lounge. Spank had to go take a leak. You know, old men and their bladders, you gotta watch those every now and then.